Mr. Karim, for 2 minutes, please.
Madam President, today, as professional snipers explode bullets in the heads of demonstrators in Syria, leaving horrifying mutilations, it's quite clear this is pure terrorism, nothing short of that. But I've previously, when we've debated Syria, wanted to concentrate on the role being played by online activists, and I want to explore that further. It's quite clear, without normal media outlets in operation, they are the only lifeline people in Syria have today to let the world know what is happening. The government there has taken a two-pronged approach so far. Firstly, seeking to block sites, including Facebook, then deciding to rescind that ban in certain cases, but not out of openness, but in order to try and identify those activists and then move on to a second stage, which is to arrest those activists who persist and then force those activists to pass over their usernames and passwords. And they do that through using torture, including food and sleep deprivation, fingernail extraction, electric shocks, stripping naked and flogging, and sexual abuse of female detainees by male security officers. Commissioner, on the 6th of July, I attended this plenary debate and I wanted concentration on these issues. The High Representative very kindly then wrote to me on the 26th of July, and in the letter she states, and I quote, "Despite the constraints of an environment which is so controlled by the government, the EU is developing practical actions to support the civil society and human rights defenders in Syria and beyond." I ask you, what exactly are those measures in relation to online activists? What are we doing? What more can we be doing? And finally, I simply say this. I met Mr. Bashar al-Assad not so long ago. I found him to be a most charming man who directly to our delegation promised reform. He hasn't delivered. He isn't going to deliver. He must go immediately now.
Thanks very much. Mr. Meltzer, for 1 minute, please.
Thank you, Madam President. With a few social concessions and brutal violence, the Syrian president is trying to remain